Hey YouTube universe, welcome back to the Get Money channel. This particular video here is actually a follow-up video from the video Increase Your Pie, Not Your Balloon. And this one here, we're going to focus on ways to increase your net worth. But before we get started, I need you guys to do me a favor. Go make sure that you hit that like, subscribe, and that notification button. And make sure that you also tell all your family members and friends about the Get Money channel. Now, let's get back to this. Ways to increase your net worth. Remember, the definition of the formula for net worth is the value of all your assets minus what you owe, your liabilities. In other words, the balance of your liabilities. If your assets is actually more than the amount of liabilities that you owe, you're positive. Your net worth is positive. If your liability is more than your assets, then you're deficit or negative net worth. And if they're the same number, you're balanced. But what we're going to concentrate on is, regardless of where you're at, we're going to concentrate on ways to increase your net worth. To start everything off, you got to have a goal. I didn't say dream, I said a goal. Where do you want to see yourself financially? 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now. You gotta have an idea of what you want. And once you have an idea of what you want or where you would like to be, write it down somewhere. Write it down. Now, once you have your financial goal, whatever it may be, next thing to do is you need to develop a plan. All right? This is all related to increasing your net worth. You got to have a goal. You got to write it down. Now you go ahead and develop a plan for achieving that goal. All right? And that plan should be broken down long-term, short-term. What is the steps that it's going to take in order to get there? All right? You're not going to get there overnight, so you got to come up with some steps in order to get there. All right. Now I can tell you right off the bat, regardless of what your plan is, whatever your goal is, it's all going to start with saving. You got to save. A part of all I earn is mine to keep. You got to remember that statement. You have to ingrain that statement in your brain. You have to constantly be thinking about that. Once again, I'm going to recommend any and everyone to read The Richest Man in Babylon. Great book. The number one principle that he teaches right off the bat is a part of all I earn is mine to keep. That basically means 10% of everything that you earn has to go into savings. 10%, a bare minimum. That's where you start, 10%. And as your financial situation gets better, you can move that 15, 20, 30%. But it always starts with 10%. You can live off 90%. I guarantee you, each and every last one of you out there can live off of 90% of what you bring in as income. So, save. The next one is save more. All right? Yeah, you're going to start off with that 10%, but as you get good, as you get comfortable, as saving now becomes a habit, and trust me, when it becomes a habit, you'll automatically start saving more than that 10%. Now, what are you going to do with that money? Well, that money is used for a lot of different things. Number one, it's going to be used for backup, emergency, giving you a sense of financial security. All right? As they always say, you should have anywhere from 3 to 6 months of living expense set aside. That's called your emergency fund. Guess what? I agree with that 100%. All right? 100%. So once you achieve that, the very next thing you need to do is you need to invest. Investing is nothing more than putting your money to work, having your money start making money for you. All right? You got to put your money in work, some type of investment vehicle, whether it's stocks, whether it's mutual funds, 401k, a Roth IRA, any of that. You got to put your money to work. Whether you're going to be a passive or active investor, put your money to work. Your money, look at your money, the dollar bills, as employees. And what's your expectation of employees? They're there to help you make money. And then the next one here is invest more. And once again, it's like that savings. Once you get in the habit of doing that, you're going to invest more. And the reason why is because you want exponential growth and the compounding to kick in. And once that happens, you're going to reach a point where actually your investments will start to have a life of its own. It actually starts to grow so much that it's going to kick off so much extra money to you that you can possibly live off of it. But we'll get into that in later videos. All right, now you got to track where you're at monthly. Track your net worth on a monthly basis. You need to know if you're progressing. All right, whether you're going from deficit to trying to get to balance, whether you're balanced trying to get to positive. If you're at positive, what you want to do there is you want to start to grow that pie. All right, grow that pie of your net worth. Make sure that it gets bigger. And once again, I'm going to tell you the absolute fact: as your pie starts to grow, as your net worth starts to grow, so will your lifestyle. That's how you grow your lifestyle. You grow your lifestyle by growing your net worth. Not inflating a balloon and going into debt and trying to look like you're there and own all of this money. Not the way to do it. Concentrate on growing your net worth. And in order to do that, you got to track it. Track it on a monthly basis. Every month you need to say, okay, how did I do from the previous month? Did I improve over the previous month? Did I stay the same? Did I go down? Why did I go down? Sometimes you may go down with nothing that you did. You may have done everything right. Put money in your savings. Put money into your investment. But let's just say if you're invested in the market, guess what? The market went down. The market went through a 10% correction. All right? Your net worth didn't grow that particular month. It actually went down. No problem. Because guess what? That money that you have in the market is unrealized, whether it's an unrealized gain or an unrealized loss. You really don't lose anything or gain anything until you sell it. So keep at it. All that basically means is, guess what? Now when I invest, I can get more shares. The market will turn around. All right? All right. Another way to increase your net worth is to increase your income. More money coming in, you can save more, you can invest more. So either do what you got to do to get a promotion, get a raise at the job, look for another job that's going to pay you a lot more income. All right. Now, if that doesn't work for you, the very next thing you can do is go out and get a side hustle. Find another way to earn some income. Part-time job, doing whatever it is you want to do. Whatever it is you think that you're capable of doing that you can make extra money. The key thing there is be creative at it. All right? Do something that will increase that money so that way you can save more, invest more, get rid of a lot more of your liabilities, get out of debt sooner and so forth. As you do all of those things, once again, that pie, that net worth starts to grow. All right, reduce your liabilities. You're doing all of this stuff there, reduce that liability, especially that consumer debt. That's probably the number one thing you need to focus on, that consumer debt. Consumer debt primarily is going to be your credit cards. Then followed by that is going to be probably your car payments. All right, try to pay your car off. Get to the point in your life where you don't have a car payment. Last time I had a car payment was in 2006. I can't think of circumstances where I'll probably end up getting another car payment. Now, I know of techniques where you can use your assets to pay for your car. That's great. But I'll worry about that down the line when it's time for me to look for another car. Either I'm going to do it something like that, or I'll just pay cash for it. All right. Spend less. Okay. That's an easy one. Look for ways to keep more of your money, make more of your expenses and so forth, expenses and liabilities, more of a, turn it into a discretionary income. So an income that you can use and deploy in other ways. All right, some of the things you can do is, for example, one of the things that I did is my phone bill. My phone bill was running about $70-80. I was able to almost cut it in half, down to $35 a month. And the reason why is because, guess what? I just use my cell phone to make phone calls. I don't need all the data or anything else like that. So that was one way that I was able to cut my phone expenses in half. Utilize that money someplace else. Another way that you can do it is don't eat out as much. Eating out is expensive. Eating out will nickel and dime your money. All right, cook at home more. Take make lunch at home and take it to work with you. But spend less. Look at ways to spend less. Be creative there. Try to spend less. Real estate investment. Real estate investment is an excellent way. I'm primarily into the stock market. That's what I'm using to create my financial wealth. I'm using stock market. But by that same token, I know of a lot of people who are using real estate to do the exact same thing. So real estate is a possible way to increase your net worth. All right, look into that. There's a lot of different ways. You can actually go out and buy property and lease it out, rent it out. Or if you're not into that, don't want to be a property owner, but you still want to be on the real estate game, then you can start investing in REITs, real estate investment trust. All right, we can talk about that. That's going to be a separate video when I talk about. But that, or you can start a business. Starting a business is also connected with having that, where is it at? That side hustle. There we go. Starting a business is a side hustle. If you're good at something, start a small business. Start a side hustle there. All right, my oldest son, James, he's really into woodworking and so forth. He got into it as a hobby, then he started selling stuff, and, you know, there's some months that just doing his side hustle, he was making enough money just off of that side hustle to pay for his mortgage. All right, so he started his own business, Sawworks Dust, I believe it is. But that's his side hustle. That's his business that he started to bring in more income to increase his net worth. All right. Another way to do it is through inheritance. Okay. I don't foresee that coming for me. My family background, we don't have a lot of generational family wealth. I'm trying to break that cycle. But if you got that inheritance, great. Do me a favor. Don't go out and spend that money. Don't go out and from a year from now and you realize and you look back and realize, where did that money go? No. An inheritance, you put that money to work. You save some, you invest some, you put that money to work, and then you can spend some. All right? Another way to help increase your wealth, stop keeping up with the Joneses. Just because they got something doesn't mean that you got it. You know? Be happy for them that they got it and be impressed with it. That's great. But that should not cause you to go out and dig your debt hole bigger and deeper. Don't do it. Don't keep up with the Joneses. Worry about find your content within yourself and achieving your own personal goals. Trust me. You don't want to do that. You keep up with the Joneses, you're going to be broke. And who knows, maybe the Joneses are broke also. And the reason why they may be broke and you may be broke is because you need to also do the next one. Stop flossing. Stop trying to impress people. Stop buying things to impress people. Stop going into debt to impress people. If you want to impress people, do me a favor. Start buying this. Assets. Start buying assets. You want to impress somebody? Buy assets. That's going to increase your net worth. If you're trying to impress somebody, chances are you're out there buying liabilities. And guess what? Your deficit net worth is getting bigger. No. And all that's going to do is put pressure on you. All right, stop flossing. Networking is key. You got to network. Be a COI, center of influence. Know some center of influences there. When you start talking to people, and the more people you know and the various occupations that they have, all that's going to do is help you. And the reason why it's going to help you, it can help you get another job. It can help you start a business. It can help you get better ideas when it comes to investing in savings. Trust me. Look at your network. See who the center of your influences are. All right? Those are the type of people that you want to hang out with. Somebody that can do something for you, provide you information, help you gain knowledge to help you increase your net worth. All right, increase your skill. You may have to go back to school. In other words, let's just say that you reached that ceiling at your job, and in order to break through that ceiling, maybe you need a degree. Maybe you need to increase your skills. You need to go back to a trade school or something. Figure it out. That's one way. Live below your means. All right? Live below your means. Once again, if we go all the way back to savings, part of all earn is mine to keep. 10% of everything you earn, a bare minimum of 10% is put away into savings. That basically means that guess what? Now you're living on 90%. That's a form of living below your means. Don't spend all of your money paying for your expenses, paying for liabilities. Live below your means so that way you can have some discretionary income. First of all, to save, to invest, and also spend. All right? And the very last thing, and that's going to be just with anything. Use your imagination. Be creative when it comes to ways to increase your assets, reduce your liabilities, so that you can increase your net worth. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got some value out of it. If you have, please do me a favor. Hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. All right? Guys, now that that old saying, know better, do better. Now that you know better, what are you going to do? And always remember, all right, results happen over time, not overnight. Work hard, stay consistent, be patient, and always remember that knowledge is not power. The application of knowledge is power. All right, see you on the next video. Later.